Good morning, everybody. This is USS Princeton 2004, and today is January 28th, 2013, and the time is 10:37 in the morning. And yesterday, I was listening to my MP3 player, listening to Mac Miller's CDs. And I uploaded all of the albums that he has released so far, and I use a Sony MDR XB500 headphone, which has the extra bass feature. And Sony has come out with several of these extra bass models, which is the XB models. And I have the largest possible drivers in the industry for headphones, which is the MDR XB1000. And I use those headphones when I'm at the house. I use it mainly to listen to music on YouTube, but sometimes I also use it to watch movies where I want to be listening to the best audio possible without disturbing all the others that are in the house. I've been told that if you play it loud enough, the sound will leak from the foam pads. So those who are sitting next to you, if you are blasting the volume, it's possible that they can overhear what you're listening to. So, for example, if you're sitting in a bus or a train or in an airplane and someone's sitting next to you, you don't want to play the audio too loud or the volume turned up all the way up, just so that you don't disturb who's sitting next to you. Or some of them may be offended by what you're listening to. You know, they don't like the kind of music that you're listening to. But, you know, it's one of the best headphones out there that you can buy. And you can't really fully experience what the MDR XB1000s are capable of unless your stereo system is a high-end stereo system that allows you to manipulate the equalizer, and as well as provide amperage to power the headphones. Right now, I use a FiiO headphone amp, which is the Kilimanjaro model, or the E11 model number, which is a portable amp that you can mate with your MP3 player. And what it does is it boosts your amperage, and it boosts the volume as well as the bass. I got mine brand new on eBay, and the battery lasts pretty long. playing at the highest volumes with the highest EQ. It has 2 EQ levels, and if you put it on number 2, it boosts the bass. I did notice when I first got it that the bass was really powerful using my MDR-XB 500 Sony headphones. But then as time went by, I noticed that the bass isn't as loud, so I placed the EQ on the number 2 setting. I listen to a lot of dubstep music as well that has a lot of bass. I wish FiiO came out with a more powerful EQ. This one, there's only a slight advantage to using it, but it's still better to have this portable amp for the headphone than not having one at all. But I think a more powerful EQ or more powerful amp can benefit the users. I'm not really aware of the other types of portable amps that you could buy. I know that there was this one member for a forum that talks about headphones, and they said that you could take advantage of your high-end headphones if you have a powerful amp. And one of the amps that this guy had costs in the thousands, and he had it connected to his home stereo, and he was listening with the Sony MDR-XB 1000s. I'm not willing to spend that much money on an amp, and I don't think it was portable, so the amp itself was pretty big, and I can't see myself walking around with an amp that big, and I don't even know if you could or not. But I wish FiiO produces a more powerful amp than the Kilimanjaro E11 model number. I'm not deaf or anything, but I like my music loud, and I like the extra bass that these headphones made by Sony produce. And actually, if you do buy the MDR-XB 1000s, and you also have the MDR-XB 500, it seems like the 500 is comparable in the bass, even if the drivers are smaller. That's because the amps to power these headphones are not high enough to differentiate the two different headphones. I bought the MDR-XB 1000s because I was able to get them at a lower price. It was still close to $300 for the headphones, and that's, to me, really expensive, but I wanted to invest in something that will last and that won't blow my speakers if I do play loud music with a lot of bass. And those headphones will handle a lot of a lot of bass and a lot of power. If you could buy an external amp. Oh, cop car. What is this cop car doing? Oh no, it looks like a cop car, but it's got Carpe Diem cleaning on the side of it. It even has the spotlight on the front, just like a cop car, but it's actually a cleaning service. I guess they bought one of those used cop cars. Sometimes police stations, I guess, sell their old vehicles, but that car looks exactly just like a cop car from the paint scheme, and I think it's still an older model of a police vehicle because it has a spotlight on the driver's side outside window. But I'm using the Kodak PlaySport ZX5 to record this video right now. It's at 720p, 60 frames per second, I think. Or it could be still at 1080p. I have two of these, so I know I set one of them at 720p at 60 frames per second. I don't know if it stays that way on the camera, or if you power it off, it goes to the default settings. But I have two of these. I bought them brand new on eBay. I've decided that I'm gonna use the Kodak PlaySport to record my daytime videos. I think it performs better during the day than at night compared to the second gen Vado pocket camcorder. The ones that I have the maroon buttons, and it has an 8GB internal memory. One downside to the Vados is that it only has the capability to hold 8GB of video, because the memory is not expandable compared to the ZX5. The ZX5, you can use an SD HC card up to 32GB, and right now I have a 16GB video memory card. But back to the headphones. I was gonna purchase a third Sony extra bass headphone, which was the MDR-XB 700, and a year or so ago the prices were like $80 to $100 for these headphones, and the prices have nearly doubled this year. And several months ago I had the headphones saved in my Amazon wish list, but everywhere I look, the prices have gone up twice as much almost, and it's the very same headphone as the cheaper prices several months ago. I don't know if their popularity or their availability has changed the price ranges, but I wish I had already bought the Sony MDR-XB 700 when they were still around $80 to $100. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now because they're like another $100 more for the very same headphones that were half the price a year ago. I already have the Sony MDR-XB 1000s, which is, I think, one of the best headphones that you could get. And if it ever happens that one of my Sony XB headphones, you know, gets damaged or the speakers have been ruined or the speakers have been blown, I will just go ahead and pony up the money and purchase the Sony MDR-XB 700s. Like I said earlier, sometimes you can't even tell the difference between some of these headphones because the source of the audio that you're listening doesn't have the power or a high enough amperage that you can use the full potential of these headphones. At times it seems like the lower models actually have a louder bass. That's because well, from my experience, the FiiO Kilimanjaro E11 model number portable amp produces enough power for the smaller headphones, but not enough for the larger headphones, larger driver headphones. I had on my watch list another of these FiiO E11 Kilimanjaro portable headphones just so that I would have a spare. Because when I listen to some music, I listen for several minutes and maybe a couple of hours straight, and the battery powered drains, and one of my solutions for that was to buy another of these batteries. And the good thing about it is it's a battery that's pretty common. It's similar to the batteries that cell phones use. So I actually bought one spare battery of these E11 Kilimanjaro FiiO amps, headphone amps. And one thing about these FiiO E11 Kilimanjaro portable amps is that when you're charging the battery through a USB cable, it won't allow you to listen to music while it's charging. So that's one drawback. But if you had two of them, which I plan on purchasing, either that or I'm just gonna wait for a better portable amp to come out in the market. think that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait to see if FiiO comes out with a more powerful portable headphone amp. And I'm just gonna use what I have because it works for the purposes of what I'm listening to. But I wish it was more powerful, but I'm just gonna wait to see if there's gonna be a better portable amp that comes out in the market within this year in 2013. If not, and the one that I have gets damaged or destroyed, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase another one. But anyway, this is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.